workshop right now, so if you could please take a seat. Thank you. And make sure that you start moving up. If you see any spots up in the front, please fill them. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Much appreciated, guys.
Thank you. No, it's forward.
It's forward, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have a self-defense workshop with Lieutenant Rodriguez, who is in charge of our safety, public safety for Hostos. So please give it up.
I'll kind of talk without the mic on the hearing. First of all, I want to thank you for having me. This is the first time that I'm doing this workshop, and I'm very excited. So I just want to share some stuff with you. I'm glad that some of you stood behind because you're going to enjoy. This is going to be one of the classes that are real fun. I know you do the Tai Chi every morning, so that's pretty good. So you kind of move up. This is volunteer. I'm going to show you a lot of good visual aids, videos, a little discussion. I'm even going to educate you a little bit on your civilian law in case you have to use self-defense. I'll give you a little history of myself, and then we'll look at some of the cuts, and then some of them we're going to work with each other doing stuff that no one's going to get a basic self-defense skill. The only thing I can tell you that if you learn some good stuff today, don't use it on your husband, don't use it on your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your sister, cousins. And if you do use it, tell them the Spanish guy from Brooklyn showed you the techniques, not the lieutenant, because I might lose my job. But I'm going to give you a little brief history about myself. And how many students here, and guess, are from Hostos? Raise hands. Good. Been here at least 2 years, 3 years? Okay, it's good. Okay, good. And anybody from other colleges? Where are you from, sir?
John Jay.
John Jay, that's great. Hunter. John Jay. Hunter, good. Demon. Okay. And you, sir? Buffalo. Okay, you're away on a trip. That's good. Got some good friends. Good. So I'm going to share some secrets with you and some good pointers. So real quick, again, this is the first time that I'm doing this workshop. I was very excited when they told me to do this. I said, I'm going to do this. I brought my equipment. You're going to have fun. I guarantee you. There's no falling asleep here. Plus, you're having coffee. That's good. You're ready to wait. Okay? So, but first of all, I'm going to loosen you up because I know when we deal with college students, that everybody say they're very alert. A lot of us fail to pay attention to details. Anybody know what that means? What does that mean? Anybody? Tell me what does that mean? Pay attention to details. Anybody know?
Like you are a little close to one?
Yes, and I'll give you an example. Don't get mad at me, but you might like this. I want everybody in this room, go all college people, to do this. Just do that real quick. Just do this little thing. Everybody in the room. Everybody got that? Just do that real quick. Now I need you now to place it on your chin. Place it on your chin. That's not your chin. Where's your chin at? Where's your chin at? Where's your chin at? Your chin. Your chin. And some of you went like this. What happens is you're not focusing, you just copy what I did. So that happens when you're texting and you're not paying attention. So when you're going to use self-defense or you're out there defending yourself, you need to pay attention to details. Very important. Okay? So now I'm going to give you a lot of secrets. And I'm going to give you an introduction about myself so you have an idea. So then we're going to become good friends after this when you're in Hostos. Some that see me here are going to know more about me, which I don't tell anybody, but that's great. This is why this workshop happened. So, real quick, my name is Lieutenant Thomas Rodriguez, but everyone here calls me Lou. Lou stands for Lieutenant, or they call me Rodriguez. I'm very open. I talk to the students here. I've been at Hostos right now. I'm going on 3 years. Those that were here, remember the first time when Jay-Z came to do his promotion on Tidal Wave that was here at the college? It was on April 1st. That was my first day working here. My boss, he's the chief. He's the director, but he said, you're going to be assigned to Jay-Z. I thought it was an April Fool's joke. But it wasn't. They come in, I was smacking. But here's the funny part. When I opened up the door to his car in the back and he came out, he walked out with his bodyguard. And I'm still holding the door, and he's looking at me like, everybody's out. And I was like, what's Beyonce? But she didn't come back. He was already mad. He was talking about Beyonce. But it was nice. But it was out my first day being here. So, before that, I've been working for CUNY, okay, for public safety since 1994. Okay? I started out at Hunter College. Okay, Hunter College. But before that, I went to Hunter College about 2000, and then I got promoted, and here's the big secret. Every CUNY officer that works in all the colleges went through my program. I was the lead academy instructor. I trained all the public safety officers. You don't know, but the public safety officers go to a training academy stationed at your college, and they go there for 13 weeks, for about almost 3 months, and they got to get trained. Okay? I'm not going to talk much about them, but they do have the same arrest powers as police officers, but they work for the state and the city, and they only deal with the university and the guidelines and whatever. They still have the same arrest powers. The only thing that our peace officers do not do is that they don't do stop and frisk, and they don't issue search warrants. They can make arrests, we do all the same thing, and we work side by side. But that's all different story. Well, this was me when I had a class, and back in 2000, I used to wear the Smokey the Bear hat. No, half of these people here all promoted to higher ranks, and some went to other agencies. But these are the public safety officers that I trained when they were in the academy, when I did that, okay? So, another secret. You're going to see here, this is the Hostos Community College Public Safety. This is Chief Bernardi. We have my partners, the Lieutenant London, and myself, and then we have the officers. Now, there's more officers, but they have different types of ranks. We have the ones with the sky blue, so they're like the guys that get traffic tickets, but they're really security officers. These are our peace officers. And this is the student lounge. Everybody with that, and we took this picture of, okay? So, this is the public safety department, and I've been here only for 3 years, but I've been working for CUNY since '94. Okay? So, here's the big secret. When I started at Hunter College, I am a retired former 3-time world kickboxing champion. I don't fight no more, okay? Retired. I have no cauliflower ear. When mixed martial arts came, I retired. I had about 200 fights, professional competition, and guess what? The good thing about it, I never fought for free.
Nice.
They paid me to fight, and there were competitions, so I never fought for free. So it was great. I started doing that. I learned all types of martial arts, and my mother pushed me into the martial arts, and I've been doing it. Here at Hostos, my biggest thing that I do here, I train, and it's a large amount. I do the women's self-defense class. We have about 4 or 5 so-called that have been here, and they're great. Then in the ending, I'll show you a video that my daughter came, and she filmed it, put it together, so I'll share it with you at the ending. Then you got to stay. Okay? All right, so I retired. I went to South America in Cornell, Chile, and I won the world title. I thought it was like 8,000 people. That was the biggest event. So I retired. I don't compete anymore. I had many surgeries, you know, but other than that, I'm very good with my mouth. I don't fight for free, and I told people out there I never had a problem. Here's the important thing, why I do self-defense and everything. Right here. This is my family. Okay? This is my oldest son. My only son, not my oldest, my only son. My daughter, Caitlin, she's a dance teacher, and she just graduated college. My son just graduated college, became a gym teacher, but I was hearing somebody in the back about the military. He's my hero now. He's in the Marine Corps. So he's stationed in Okinawa, Japan. He's here. He came as a surprise me for Christmas, so he's here. He's leaving in 2 more days back to Japan. I won't see him for another 3 years. Good kid. God bless him. And he's my twin. He's like my best friend, my buddy, my pal. Good kid. All my kids are great. I've been blessed. But I do self-defense for that. Now you're probably saying, where is the wife? I'm explaining in a minute about that. Okay? I've been married, and I'm still married. Okay? And I've been with my wife right now for going on 25 years. 25 years. And I tried everything to get rid of her. The reason why I don't put on this one here, because he or she's the boss. Okay? For me, every day when I put on my uniform, when I'm out in the street with my family, my kids come first, my wife, and then me. That's how I do it. So I do it that way. But why am I telling you this? Because when you're out there, people will try to hurt you. And you have to defend yourself. How many people here, man, raise your hand, raise your hand. If someone tries to attack you, I'm not talking about with a gun, Or with a knife? I'm talking about just physically. Would you try to defend yourself? Okay? A lot of people don't do that. Okay? What happens, what I hate is when someone is trying to get help, the other person is doing this, and this kills me. Instead of helping, they're recording. It's going to be a law when you don't help out one day. Okay? It's not a law if you're not doing it, but help. You got to help somebody out. Okay?
I think in Germany,
Yes.
because the Germany for step court,
Yes.
they have a law when you become a person who can,
Yes.
Sometimes because in criminal justice, what they say is that unless you have a reason, you can defend that other person.
And I'm glad you did that you mentioned that.
Yeah,
We're going right
I
to the next
studied that,
topic.
yeah, so-
I'm glad. Good.
Depending on the situation, whether they were right, you have the right to defend somebody else.
And we're going to get into it. Good job. Good. Good. So, that's my family. Okay? Now, let me give you a quick education. The New York State gives you justification. You don't know what justification is, right?
Yeah.
That's like if you was to push me, and I push you back, and my boss says, why you pushed him? I was justified. You pushed me first. I'm not here to get pushed every day, right? It's justification. Okay? To use what? What is that word for? Force. For what? For civilians. Law enforcement is a little different. We're all civilians here, even me right now. Civilian. This is my training uniform, not my patrol uniform. Right? So, what I'm saying is the New York State law gives legal justification for the use of force by who? By you, us. Okay, and there are two types of force that the New York State recognizes. I'm going to give you one of them. One is called physical force. What is that? Any force that does not what?
It has to be equal.
Equal. So, if you're trying to take my iPhone, I'm trying to take your iPhone, okay? And you're struggling with me, and I push you, and then you hit me back in the head, and I let go of the phone. Did you use physical force? Yes. Okay, but now I'm trying to take your iPhone from you, and you pull out a gun, and you just give me two of them. Bam, bam.
That's not equal force.
That's called what?
I forgot, but
Deadly force. Everybody got that? She made a good point. It has to be the same type of amount of force.
you can't use a weapon. It's not equal. So
Not
not
equal.
equal for
Here, your life is in danger, or you have going to cause grievous body harm. Why am I telling you this? I'm going to explain in a minute. Okay, I'm going to come to you in a minute. Why am I telling you this? If you use physical force or deadly force to someone, if you use physical force to someone, and you're a martial artist, could they try to sue you in court? Yes. If you hurt someone because they were trying to kill you, but now the family wants to sue you, okay? This stuff here is going to be by a jury. They're going to see was it justified what you did, and what you did, if any of them would have done the same thing. So you have to remember justification. So if you're in the subway and someone is trying to rob you, and they hitting you, and I get in to help you out, and for some reason I'm the martial artist that day, Mr. Miyagi Karate Kid, and I break that guy's arm because he was coming at me with a knife. I'm justified to helping you because at that moment it wasn't about him hurting you. Now he pulled out what? A knife. So now what type of action he's trying to use? That he forces. Then after he finishes with me, he's going to go back to try to finish with you. People don't know the law. Okay? So they want to take the short way out where they want to have guns and knives. But here what I'm going to explain to you and show you is basic self-defense techniques. Okay? I have videos to show you, and then out of some of them I'm going to do some discussion. Okay? Before I show you the video, this is true, it happens in every class. Okay? Does anybody here know what personal weapons are? What does personal weapons mean? Anybody? Personal weapons? Personal weapons, yes.
weapons that you carry personally with a permit.
Okay, you're on track, that's good. Anybody else? Yes. Okay. It says personal weapon, yes, sir. Okay, you're on track. Anybody else?
It can be personal weapons that just hurt somebody else.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
Tasers, you guys on track. Okay.
Tasers.
Okay. Now, yes. Keys, okay, go. Sneakers. Always, scissors, okay. Always in my class, there's always, I'm from Puerto Rico. I'm from Puerto Rico. And there's always a Puerto Rican that stands up and he goes, cuchilla, knife, pulls it out. That's not a personal weapon. What the keyboard is personal. I want everybody to raise their hands. Elbows. heads, knees, elbows. What are these called? Personal weapons. That's what they call personal weapons. The other stuff that you said, those are weapons, but those are weapons that are made, they call them weapons that could be of say, dangerous instrument, deadly weapons, those things. But personal, the word personal, weapons, elbow, okay? Biting somebody, poking them in the eyes, fingers, toes, all that, that's personal weapons, okay? Definitely biting, okay? So those are personal weapons. So right now, yes?
So is that why they say that someone that is like art or anything thinks to use your body as a weapon?
Yes, it's considered a weapon.
Like they have a license and...
Yeah, they do. And what happens is, I'm just going to go on the topic, professional boxers, MMA fighters, all those guys have to go through a physical and they have to obtain a license to compete by the New York State Athletic Commission, and they go to Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada Commission. Any country they go, any state they go, they have to get registered. But they're competing because now they're not licensed and they fight and they kill somebody, they go to this. So they're licensed. So once you become a professional prize fighter, you get paid, you're licensed. Okay? The license. So that's one thing that's going to help you out. And you have to know when to stop and when not. That's why they have those referees, because if the referee don't get in there and you tap, you're going to sleep for a long time. A long time. Yeah, okay, so real quick, there's two types of force that is justified for you to use, and what is the first one? And the next one? Remember, we're going to cover that later on. So, I'm going to show you some videos. If it gets loud, I'll try to lower it. There's going to be different techniques, and then at some of these videos, I'll stop them when it's over, we'll discuss them, and then I have 20 bags, I have some volunteers, it'll be great. Then I have some foam, like cut-off foam, they're going to substitute our arms, because we don't want to be doing something that you're going to see that you're going to be hurting each other when there's no need to. Because I check, I don't want nobody getting hurt because I need my job, okay? So we're going to make sure, and it's going to be basic. So I'm going to show you some basic stuff, okay? And it'll be fun to get you inside, but I'm going to show you videos that I think visuals are better. Right? So, the first one I'm going to show you, okay, and I'll explain it. It's also about our personal weapons.
It doesn't matter how big your attacker is, because you can beat anyone if you know where the most vulnerable spots are. The main ones are eyes, nose, ears, throat, chest, knees, ankles, and groin. Eyes. Everybody will agree that if an attacker can't see you, you'll be much harder to grab. What is more, a poke or jab to the eyes is extremely painful. This will distract an aggressor enough for you to run away. Nose. This is a sensitive area with a lot of nerve endings. You can use the heel of your hand to strike an assailant's nose. It'll cause enough pain, if not to stop an attacker, then to win you at least some time to escape. Ears. If you find yourself in the position when the only body part of your attacker you can reach is his ear, don't hold back. Show him the power of an angry female. A human ear has numerous nerve endings in quite a small area, so tugging on the ear, scratching it, or even biting it will cause much pain, and you'll be able to run away. Knees. You know, knees bend only one way. Besides, they are sensitive to pain. So a good kick to the kneecap can shock an assailant. If you're lucky, you can even topple. Ankles. Ankles are quite fragile and sensitive to pain. You can slam on an attacker's ankle or kick it hard. It may knock the person off balance. Chest. There's an impressive bundle of nerves situated right behind the stomach. It's called the solar plexus. If you manage to punch an aggressor correctly, aiming at the solar plexus, this will knock the breath out of him. Remember to move all your body forward when you hit. Otherwise, this won't work. You can attack in any way you want, but to be on the safe side, you need to remember that the most effective moves are aimed at these areas.
Okay, so we saw a lot of vulnerable parts, and we saw a lot of strikes being done with what? Personal weapons. Give me one area that mentioned. Eyes. Okay, eyes is motor dysfunction, the eyes. Okay, definitely. If you got glasses, though, you gotta go somewhere else, right? Where else, they say? Ears. Now, I know you saw some for ladies. You're gonna see some videos for men as well, but mostly it's tailored for ladies, because if you look around, generally, we have more females here, right? So, but we're gonna substitute it. Ears. I'm gonna go to a minute. Ears. If you have an attack or somebody going after you, and you see their ears looking like mushrooms. Like mushrooms. That doesn't mean that that person has a defect. That means that person is what? You tell me. A what? A fight. What type of fighter? MMA, mixed martial arts. Anybody that has a nose that's kind of like from here to Texas, you know what I mean? That means it's broken. And the ears are real crushed. That means they're tolerant to pain. Okay? I had my office there. We had an emotionally stressed person outside, but he was a retired martial artist. And he standing his ground, and all he wanted was a cup of coffee, and the guy didn't want to give it to him. And the guys were all getting their handcuffs. I said, listen, back away. Let me talk to the guy. Look at his ears. You think he was born like that? I went up and started talking to him and everything. I brought him 2 cups of coffee. And I gave him a coupon up because we became friends after. Other than, oh my God, you're getting ready to be done. And I'm telling you, I was just going to watch this because I knew he knew how to do martial arts. And remember, I said, I don't fight for what? For free. So I wasn't going to get involved. So we talked to the guy and he complied. And everything was fine. But we saw the signs. The nose, here to Texas, flat. The ears were cauliflower and his fist. My God, like, he went like this. And it was that big. Okay, so those are signs. When you're dealing with attackers or anyone out there, be careful when you see those things. What else we saw? Chest. If you hit somebody in the chest and you take their air out of them, could that help you out? Yes, because when attackers come at you, they're not holding their breath and letting out air. As a fighter, I could take punches to the face, but when I got hit to the body, oh, I was calling for God. A body shot hurts. It hurts. Okay? You ever had the wind knocked out of you? That's not funny. I was an excellent baseball player. I went to try out for the football team in high school, and I went up for a pass, and I didn't see the guy behind me. He hit me, and I lost my air. I took my foot over it. I said, that's it. I'm not playing no more football. I quit. Then I went into boxing. But at least in boxing, I could see the punches coming. Football, I couldn't see it. So just your air. So if you hit someone in the body when they're coming at you and you take the air out, that's hard. The knees, you saw the knee strikes. For males getting kicked in the groin, oh, does that hurt? Oh yeah, they really hurt. Your voice changes, trust me. It changes, okay, it changes, okay, definitely. Kicks to the shin, to the knees, especially to the legs. You kick somebody to the legs and you take it out, oh wow, that hurt, okay? I fought in Thailand for a fight. I went up there and the fight was supposed to be 8 rounds. They only won 1 round. I won, but I tell you how I won, because I didn't walk for almost 3 weeks. Okay? And those guys are telling us, well, I fought a guy, he didn't have good hands. He hit me a couple of times in my leg. He hit me the first shot. He hit me here. I felt the nerve all the way. My body just shut down. I was like, hey, wake up, wake up. Everything just shut down. So my trainer said, just give him 1 haymaker punch, and if you catch him, he might go down. So what happened? I was just throwing these fake punches like this, and he brought it out, and I just threw it overhand right and hit him, and he went to sleep. And I said, let's go to the hospital. He just gave me 2 of them. This guy weighed 120 pounds wet. I went in there weighing 135. Man, to this day, talking about it now, I'm feeling it. That's hard. He hit me upon the legs.
Was it Muay?
Muay Thai. Okay? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They didn't have good hands, so I had him right there, and he went to sleep night, and let's go home, let's go to the hospital. I didn't care, I wasn't celebrating nothing. They called me the winner, I'm already out the ring. Okay, and I told my wife, I'm never going up there. And I went up there because I was going to see how it is to fight in Thailand. Never again. Don't want to go. I go to visit, but not to fight. That was the experience. Okay? So those are very important areas. Okay? So now we're going to watch another clip, and this one, we're going to do this later on, but I want to show you this clip. Okay? I don't know these girls, but I like the video so much that I kind of fix it up. You're going to see some logos in there.
So the first move we're going to look at is if we're walking in the street and somebody just grabs our arm. Right, so say I grab you here? Yes. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands over the person's fingers, over the knuckles, and you're going to swing your arm to grab their wrist. And once you're in this position, you will push down.
So the aggressor should fall down.
Yes, so the aggressor will fall down because of the pressure. So if you try and stand up, you can't. Right. And then you can disengage and you can back away. Yes. Yeah.
So the goal is not to show off, but to protect yourself and then run
So
away.
the goal is essentially to disengage from the person and to move yourself.
So some of these moves that you're learning here, they're not to do like in Mortal Kombat, you're gonna find and you're gonna get finish him. No, you're not. You do that move and then you get away. Okay. Notice that it's a wrist lock technique. That lady there is an MMA fighter. Okay? But you notice how, and we're gonna work on that. It's just a wrist lock. Okay? This move is great. I used to do security and I used to bounce at the Copacabana, and I used to see this every day. Guys would do this to the girls, and to a couple of times the girls are learning new techniques, and they do this at the bars or at the clubs. When they want to grab somebody to dance, they don't even know this person. And I told this one guy, I said, don't do it, don't not with that one. How? I saw the girl, she had cauliflower ears. Okay? I knew she was MMA, and I tell you, this guy was all nice. He was like, no, I'm not interested. She finally grabbed the girl, and all I just saw a guy up in the air, flipping and landing on the ground. I picked him up, took him outside. Right? Moves like this to help when someone tries to grab it. We're going to cover that later on. Wrist technique. The wrist is very easy to break out, okay? Very easy. If what's your name? Let's give her a hand, please. If I was to grab her arm with two hands, just like this, okay? I got it pretty tight. She can get out of it, simple. She's going to go from the inside and go from the inside and grab both, and then grab it and pull away, out, okay? The wrist cannot hold that much, okay? Instead of us struggling, she just did a simple technique, okay? And then after she can get out, or she can do something else we're gonna cover. But she's so simple, I grabbed it pretty tight, but I can't get a whole full lock on her. Unless she's a little kid that's 7 years old that I could just wrap my whole wrist around it, but I couldn't do it, okay? And so we're gonna learn some wrists. I'm gonna show you another video talking about wrists and fingers.
One of the best moves that will make any giant whimper or drop to his knees is catching the wrist. Grab his little finger and his ring finger with one hand, and his middle finger and index with the other. Pull the fingers in the opposite directions at the same time, bending the wrist away from yourself. If you can't grab your opponent's hand, hit him with a fist or with a finger between the collarbones or into his Adam's apple. This will allow you to disorient your opponent so that it will take him a long time to come back to his senses. However, do this only in case of extreme danger. For example, if he's choking you, as hitting the throat can seriously injure or even kill a person. The most obvious area for an attack is the groin. All self-defense courses advise aiming for this area. A simple kick doesn't need explaining. Hitting this area will paralyze an attacker, and you'll have just enough time to escape.
So you saw on the one to the throat, you gotta be very careful, okay? Those are windpipe, okay? If you do that, what type of force you use? That is force. You're gonna have to tickleate that. Now, the guy is standing there, he has a knife at you, but he's not paying attention, and he looks the other way for a split second. You do that move, you might be covered because what was changed the whole dynamic. What? The knife. So you got the opportunity to use force. But now I'm telling you, you're not going nowhere. You know, you're coming with me. We're going to go to McDonald's. You're coming with me. I'm going to treat you. I don't care. You can't do that there. Just you want to buy you some McDonald's, but you got to be careful when you use those techniques. Okay. So the windpipe. You saw the fingers, right? Pulling that. That guy is never. All that girl is never going to pick a booger in their life. That hurts. Fingers. Okay. Hurts. Okay. So be very careful. Yeah. You can grab fingers and just make that wish. You know what I mean? Make that wish. I said no, and that's it. He'll be doing the Star Trek move for life. Okay. So next, if you're grabbed from the front, we're going to watch another move. Again, I'm going to show you some stuff that we're going to discuss and do some basic stuff.
3. If you were grabbed from the front. If you were grabbed from the front and you can't lift your hands, move your hands forward and make a fist in front of your pelvis. This will create enough room between you and the attacker. Then, hit the attacker's nose with your forehead. This will make him move away from you. Now, hit him in the groin with your knee. In cases where there's still some room between you and the aggressor, there's a way you can protect yourself using your palm. Straighten your left arm and hit the attacker on the chin and nose with your right arm. Then hit him in the groin. This way, the attacker will be disoriented for a long time, and he won't be able to move.
Okay, so they mentioned what is the strongest part in our body that we can use? They just said
Our head.
our head. Our head is strong, believe it or not, if you know how to use it. I know. I have my hand, I broke it twice. I have a metal plate in my hand here. They took a bone out of here and put it in. I broke it in a boxing fight. And after that happened, I never fought the Mexicans again. Hard heads. And I had it wrapped up really good. I had an 8-ounce glove, and I hit him in the top of it when he ducked in the competition, and it broke. I was fighting with one hand. Once I took it off, it was broken. That hand was broken. That's how much powerful I hit him. Okay? He just kept coming. So then I started working. My trainer said, hit him in the body because they like coronas. Hit him in the body. They like coronas. He went down finally, but never again. Okay? But I know I was because they had the hardest part of the head. Okay? You can use that, so be very careful when you use it. Just make sure that you can actually hurt somebody using the head. Okay? This is very fancy. And everything I say here is all fun. If I offended you by any chance, please. My name is Jason Limfield. Okay? So now we're going to watch another move we're going to cover in a little while. And this is the one very easy move to do. We're going to try with each other. And this is the one that some of you can relate. Somebody that you didn't like touching you did this to you. Okay? It's very basic. These girls do a good job. Somebody bait your face.
Alright, so the second move is if you're out and somebody just comes up to you, puts their arm around you. Okay, so let's say, hey, what's up, girl? Yeah, exactly. So again, this just happened. He's come into your space and he's trying to take control of your body. You can see his hips are against your hips and he's trying to control you.
So instead of pushing away, take control as well.
Exactly. So instead of pushing him away and trying to run, so you grab the wrist, you hold it down, and you just hold the person's shoulder here. Then you turn back and you swing the arm behind. And from this position, you would push down on the knee, and then you disengage. Okay,
Right. Shall we just do that once more for the audience to really see? So, right.
Alright, so you grab the wrist to control, and then you would grab.
So both arms, you're controlling both arms.
You're controlling both arms. So essentially, if you wanted to run down,
Let's say if I really want to like push you away,
yeah. So I've taken control of the situation, right? Then I'd swing back, and I hold your arm against your back.
Okay, against my back here. Yep.
And then I would kick behind your knee to make you fall, and then I'd disengage and I'd run off.
Alright. Right. Let's do it fast. Okay, ready? Hey girl!
So in this situation, you're taking control because the person's trying to control you, but you're taking control. You're kind of like tricking that person. It could be a guy or girl. You're tricking them by you getting real close because now you want to talk and you want to sneak in. Now you notice you get the knee towards the leg. If ladies, if a guy listening, you kick him in the bone right here when we sit down and use the toilet, that's gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt. Okay? Yeah, and it's gonna feel like you just got off a horse. You're not gonna put your hand around nobody. I know. Trust me. Okay? That hurts. It really does. Just thinking about it right now, just saying it. So you can do it. And then you can get away. And guess what? If you do that move that I just explained to you with him, and you're running, he can't chase you. It's gonna be very hard to go out there, right? So it's a good move. Okay? But we're not gonna do it to each other today. We're not gonna do it. Cover that. I want to make sure, okay? But it's a good move, okay? Do you ever visualize somebody doing that to you at one time that you didn't want touching you? Maybe an old friend that you didn't like anymore, or girl or buddy putting their hands on you? You don't know nobody? Yeah. And the subway, I ride the subway. I live in Williamsburg, where I'm taking an hour to get here every day, but I don't drive. I take the subway and I see all the Arabs every day. So the subway for me is like an adventure every day. But I see, I sit by, the booth, stuff like that. I have my bathroom, most of them don't get involved, but I watch everything that goes on. And it's unbelievable how people just mind their business and people just pick on us. Okay? But when something happens, I have to interact, but it's unbelievable. So, but some people, they they pick on the wrong people, and I sit there and say, you should have left that person alone. Sometimes I even give them a warning, like, no, don't leave that person alone. You know, I see it. I see the ED coming into the train, and he's gonna pick the guy that's sitting in the chair, mind his business, with the cauliflower ears, the nose from here to here, with his gym book bag and gloves sticking out. I think that's a sign. Leave that person alone. But he didn't listen, so it was pretty good. Good pay per view to watch, free. So again, that's another one we're gonna talk about. Okay. Next, I have another. These are small moves.
5. If you were grabbed from behind. Attackers often come from the back because this is the easiest way to hold the victim's arms so that they can't move them. To set yourself free, quickly bend back and try to hit the attacker with the back of your head. It's okay if you can't do it. The point is to make the attacker put one of his legs forward. Now, quickly bend down, grab his leg, and get up, pulling it with you. The attacker will lose balance.
A lot of these moves you see, I do all this stuff at home with my girl. Okay? What happens is, a lot of us, like I said, we don't pay attention to detail, and I see a lot of young ladies, and I see guys too, they have the new iPhone that just came out, and they're here on the phone and everything, and you got the predators watching. They'll come from behind, or try to put you to sleep and tell you, give me the phone. So you got to be very observant of that. Sometimes, you just drop that phone, moves like this are pretty good, hit the head, okay? Just make sure you have coverage with your phone, okay? But I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it to you stay struggling with somebody and not giving up the phone. You got to give it up, okay? But these are moves that we'll be discussing later on. And again, you saw the head was involved with this, right? And then if you take one person's leg off of them, what happens? Okay? Okay, that's this guy. Now, if he has a fake leg, then hey. All I can tell you is go for the other one. Right? If you take that leg and there's only one, and you know what? You did okay, go for the other one. Okay, don't give up. Just for that moment, you go, oh, not bad, and then go for the other one. Okay, but it's gonna happen. Okay, so. We'll just cover that one, right?
Yeah.
6. If you were approached and grabbed from the side, hit the attacker's temple